So bok choy, right? Straight up iron-on patch. And people see it, they're like, yeah, we bridge cultures. And we do that through art and fashion licensing. But no one went to the show and asked me about US-China politics. And that's really what it's about. My name is Rebecca. I run an organization called Roots Studio. We work with communities that have really rich cultural traditions. These communities are often in villages, they're in small towns, and we look at ways to represent their stories, their art and culture by collaborating with them to think about how those stories can be represented to other cultures around the world.
So what you're wearing now is this?
Yeah, so this is part of a recent collaboration that we did with a community in southwestern China called the Miao Group. This is the type of indigo that's all lying around in the community, right? All hand-drawn on wax resin, dipped in indigo, and then washed using the mountain water they have. And then they also then have readapted the same visual techniques into acrylics and colors. So these are plants from the Miao community, and then it was licensed by a brand in Europe. This piece is done by Lan Youjiang. He has never really left 40 kilometers of his vicinity, and he just paints in his house. And we've shown his artwork to Louis Vuitton, Alexander McQueen, Burberry, like wow. Think the biggest fashion houses you can think of, all who are like, oh my goodness, the work is so unique. They were just blown away from it. And so our whole royalty model works where we return 50% of the profits from the sales that happen. We do a community dividend. So that means it's not just one artist that's getting the entire injection of capital, right?
I mean, how do you see yourself in the greater picture of two very different countries? How do you see your art and your exchange tying in between that?
I see it as third diplomacy, which is so necessary in a time like this. I think that using art and fashion and culture, things that strike a really innate chord in us as human beings, the beauty and the wonder that we universally around the world can react to, music, song, and dance, is so key when words and semantics can't.